Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 13th video in my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, specifically covering the Charleston Capitol Building following the Patch 12, which has severely altered the interior. More so of the Courthouse side over there than of the DMV side, but we're going to take a look at both, and we're going to start with the least changed one, which is the Department of Motor Vehicle side. So let's head right on in. Now the first thing to notice is that when you see this here, the door now says Charleston Capitol DMV, level 30 plus. And the other side we'll see when we get to it, but it's definitely different. Okay, now the DMV is pretty much the same as it was before. Still got these two bots over here. Still got the number system terminal here in the middle. And before I go on, I realized that in the last video I didn't show you that you can actually go up to the upper level here. So let's take a look at that real quick. This has not changed from the last time, but unfortunately I don't have a record of that to show you that it hasn't. You'll just have to take my word for it on this, but we'll take a look. Okay, so yeah, we got a couple of small cubicles up here, a couple of desks. Okay, now these doors over here to these elevators, which are full of rubble down on the level below, say out of order, which makes me think that they were out of order back during the time of the provisional government. And again, yep, nothing really to see over here exactly. Typewriter, I'll grab that. But yeah, the upstairs over here is unchanged from before patch 12. So let's head back into the rest of the building over here. All right. Then we can go either through these two little offices here, or just head straight in the hallway to this room with this statue of Washington. Alright, with the feral ghouls dealt with, let's take a look around. Now the biggest change from before patch 12 to patch 12 is the fact that they moved the office of the Registrar over here. And now that's the biggest change to this side of the building, that is. Now let's take a look in here. This of course is the office of the Registrar. The terminal is exactly the same as it was on the other side. Same three entries as there were before. Then we have this little records area back here. Now, if you're wondering what this was before, if you watched the previous video on this area, you'll remember that there was a collapsed roof into here and that this area was full of cubicles. Now back out here into the hall, we can check out on this side. Just another little area. This is the same as it was, as far as I remember. Heading out here in the hall, again, this is the door to the office of the Registrar as well. You can head out here. Same staircases here. Out here, everything's the same under the dome. The only thing that is really different here is the fact that these elevators are now filled completely with debris. Those used to be the case that you could drop down to the basement level with those. You can no longer do that. And along with that, I should note that there are no longer all those holes that there used to be in the floor that allowed you to drop down from the second level to the first and the first down to the basement. I'm actually a little upset that they got rid of all those holes because it made for a really quick traversal of the building. Checking out back over here, this bathroom's the same as it was. Then over here on the other side, another bathroom. Okay, and let's check out the governor's office. Alright, and these things are the same notices that existed before. If you're wondering what they say, you can of course watch the previous video. Not bad loot there. Okay. Same area with all the secretary's desks. The receptionist's desk right here. Nothing new about that. Once we get back in here to the governor's office, I'll note that the two newspaper clippings that used to be here on this table are gone. Well, the newspaper clipping and the pamphlet of people calling the Herald and Carter Quinn traitors. That's gone as well. We still have the letter from the president, the governor's seal, and the letter from Hornwright Industrial. The Governor's Terminal has the exact same entries on it. Capital Mail Relay. Again, all the same. And personal logs, all still inaccessible. Alright, so we can check out the press room, which now has a brighter anteroom back here, as far as I remember. Yeah, and then you still have the press room out there. And yeah, you still have the Herald supports Quinn Carter over here. Out here, this door used to go to the courthouse side of the building. It's now completely blocked in with rubble. We'll head back out here into the hall. Past all this debris. Back under the dome. And down the stairs to the first floor. Now, we'll just come down here, but I'm just going to say real quick, there is no difference down here between the way this was before and the way it is now. I have found no new notes. I've noticed nothing out of the ordinary. The basement level is exactly the same as it was before patch 12. Again, other than the fact that there are no longer any holes in the roof, so you can't get down here any easier than you, as easily as you used to be able to. And the elevators now say out of order or are, you know, just blocked because the elevator's up above it. So yeah, again, you now have to get down here and coming down those stairs on the staircase. Okay, so let's head back upstairs. And we'll now go up to the second level. Alright, so we'll head back over here first. Okay, nothing really different in here. This little archives room is still as it was. This room is now severely different because, again, the floor is no longer collapsing down into that area of cubicles. That's now the Registrar's office. Okay. Heading back out here into the main hallway. We got the radar iconography up there. Now, this is kind of odd because basically I came back in here with a different character to get a full look at the place to make sure that I noted everything that changed. And when I was here with that previous character, this icon was fixed to where the cutthroat icon was superimposed on top of the responder icon. But again, for some reason, right now the responder icon is still looking like it's on top of the cutthroat icon, which makes no sense at all. Especially once you see the other side of the Capitol building. We'll get to that in just a minute, but let's see. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Not really. This is pretty much what it was like. I think that these windows are now all broken in, which I'll have to check the previous video, because I feel like that is different. But again, this little archives room. And then we have this room that's blocked in. And we have this whole Raider arena sort of room in here. There is a difference, though, right in here in this room. And we get to our first new piece of lore that has been added with patch 12 in the Capitol, which is this voting advertisement right here.
Are you tired of taxes going to incompetent government bureaucrats? Come out on November 2nd and cast your vote in favor of Ballot Measure 6, the Appalachian Prosperity Act. Automate Appalachian government and give the boot to bureaucracy. This ad paid for by the Citizens for Automation Fund.
Alright, so now with that done, let's head up to the third floor and see how different that area is. There is some difference, but it's not a huge amount of difference. Alright, so this area is blocked. It always was. This one now is completely blocked as well. There used to be a door here that went out to the outside. We'll loot that. Not too much difference in here. I'll just grab those. I thought those were cans. Alright, and now, my favorite change of the entire update. They fixed the sign. It now no longer says Tanner Holbrook. It now says Tanner Holbrook, and there's only one spelling of Holbrook throughout the entire place. This, seriously, is my favorite fix of the entire update. Okay, so again, key to Tanner Holbrook's stash. And again, Tanner Holbrook's terminal. We'll just check this out real quick. Same letters in the mail. Same personal logs. Alright, so let's move on. That side's now completely blocked off. You used to be able to access the elevators over there. Yet another way you could drop down really easily. Now blocked off. Okay. This still does go up onto the roof. But we're not going out there right now. And in here we still have these 4 offices. Senator Sam Blackwell's. Okay. Same as it always was. We still have Bartlett's office here. Or whoever it is. And again, just as it was before. Okay. But again, no hole in the floor right here. Along with that, we have Speaker Poole's office. Not really any difference in here. We can check our terminal. Same mail. Same personal logs. Same holotape. Okay, so let's check this little office out. And this again is just as it was before. Okay, that really pretty much does it for this side, because again, when we come out over here, we're still in that same Raider arena area. But let's go check out the exterior and get over to the courthouse side of the building. Okay, so we can head on over to the courthouse side now. Again, the exterior really hasn't changed too much. I will note that the enemies within the main building have, both times I've been here, been feral ghouls. No scorched, no super mutants. Now, whether or not that's indicative of the way it is every time you show up, I don't really know, but that's exactly what it was like both times I showed up. Again, not really a great sample. Alright, so I thought there was another door, but I'm not sure where it is. But we'll go in here. It's good to see Graham after a meet week. Alright, so if you didn't notice that, it says this is a level 15 plus area, while the other side was a level 30 plus area. This area is completely changed. There's very little of this place that's anything like it was before. So, first of all, we got a responder in a cage over here. Pretty gruesome. We got cutthroat symbols all over the place. We'll take care of the scorched real quick and get back to it. Alright, with the scorched gone, let's take a look at this place. So we get these terminals broken over here on the wall. Beheaded corpse and head. Let's check out this little cage. Got some nice junk. Some food. More junk. And a dead settler here. As to whether or not they were related to the purge of this place, there's no real telling. Or if they showed up after the fact. Small bathroom here. Okay, another small bathroom, and here we go directly into that little meeting hall that used to be here, now completely overrun with Raider stuff. They have, in fact, defaced the American flag here with the little Raider logo. And we have the first new note on this side, Cutthroat Orders. In case you Kim heads need a reminder, gather all the valuables that washed up from the flood. Round up anyone you find poking around. There's bonus Kims in it for you if they're wearing responder's gear. March them to the courthouse and get ready for a reckoning. We'll leave them one last message so everyone knows what happens when you screw with David Thorpe. Okay. Now there are traps all over the place, so be careful when you're walking in here. In fact, there is a tripwire right here that sets off a missile launch from that location right there. Alright, so if you watched the last video, you know this floor used to be collapsed in. It is no longer. And again, both times I've been here, scorched. But again, that doesn't mean that it's always going to be scorched. It's too small of a sample to tell that. This is Pretty much what it was like before, except for I think there was a mattress on top of the table as well before, unless there was a mattress on the other table, which there is no longer a mattress on either table. Another recipe here. Chem station. And then over in here, another little meeting room. This is what it was before. Okay, now the stairs are no longer blocked. We can actually go down them, but again, there is another trap here on these stairs. There's a grenade bouquet tied up somehow. It's triggered. There's a... somewhere on here there's a tripwire. Oh, never mind, there's not a tripwire. It's a scale right there, and they hid that very well. Okay, so yeah, again, the stairs down, though, are still blocked up, but it looks like there is, in fact, a safe here. Not bad. Okay, and then the little bathrooms. A lot more vomiting in this. And a jug of cranberry moonshine in this urinal for whatever reason. That was here the other time as well, so that's definitely an item that spawns right there. Another bathroom here. Okay. Another young woman who was a mistress of mystery. Now this character has not completed that quest line, so all that stuff's here, but I'm not going to grab that. And let me close out that miscellaneous quest. Okay. So this area has been blockaded with rubble. We can head into the courthouse here. Yeah, so it seems that they brought the responders in here, gave them basically a mock trial, and executed them on the spot. Now, there is another note up here that we can take a look at. Cutthroat warning. A warning to those who remain. Look around you. Look at what's left of the so-called Charleston emergency government. The cutthroats do not forgive, and we do not forget. We didn't forget that Charleston and the responders refused to help us back in '77. We didn't forget them encroaching on our turf countless times. We didn't forget about all our brothers and sisters. They murdered in cold blood. Let this serve as a reminder to everyone. This is how we deal with people that cross us. Don't forget it, or you'll be next. Alright, now the judges' chambers, which used to be accessible, are now completely blocked and filled with rubble. Okay. Then heading back over in here, and again, they've completely changed the layout of this place because this really messed with my mind when I first walked in here, because it used to be this office was rotated just like this, but with jail cells right behind it, and that's no longer the case. But this is the same crime log terminal as always was here before. Same exact case files. Ammo box here, and I just picked up 2 mini nukes without realizing it. Let me drop those again. I just don't need the 12 pounds of nuclear ammunition I'm never going to use. Then we have this lovely little figure here, getting ready to have his picture taken. Along with that, we can head back out here. This door is now completely blocked up, but we can go into the jail cells over here now. Again, this used to be on the other side. And there's Rosalind Jeffries. Every time I've come in here, she's wearing something different. Let's read Rosalind's note. Snagged a pin in case I need to stab the guard, but the movie's always made it seem easier. The responder pig isn't even checking on me anymore, so what the hell's even the point of being locked up? Merry freaking Christmas to me, I guess. David, I did all this for you. Sorry I got caught. Didn't mean for it to happen this way. I'll fix this and get out here. In the meantime, don't do anything stupid. I couldn't stand to lose you. Rose. Alright, yeah, little did she know that he was about to hit the town with a flood. Okay, so yeah, again, her same interrogation there and same mugshot. We can now head out here. And again, this is the door that we used to enter the police area with. Or at least that sign is... that sign used to be over the door that we'd enter the police area with. Again, we got the same voter services terminals here. And then over here we have what looks to be some sort of armory that the police had available to them. Nothing in those little blue boxes there. Some nice junk there. And we have an Astoundingly Awesome Tales. Astoundingly Awesome Tales 2. Drive-In Love Interrupted. Rise of the Mutants. Okay. And we can head back in here. And there's... That was a Carlisle typewriter last time too. Whether or not that's always the case, I don't know. But again, from those 2 times, always a Carlisle typewriter. Okay, we can now head out here. This is a neat little torch that they made for this here. And yeah, this area is again the other side of that blockade where we then enter the courtroom. Let's see where this goes. Alright, so on this side we have a security door that can be opened with a button. No way to get in the other side. This was always here before. But there you have it. That's how you get out on this side. Alright, and honestly I don't remember if there was a fountain here before or not. But other than that, yeah, that was pretty much it. That's all the new changes that have been made to the Charleston Capitol Building. It changes the history of the area in my mind a little bit because I always imagined that basically the responders were kind of just like living in the ruins of Charleston for at least a couple of weeks or something like that while they were hunting for survivors and things like that. But I guess I was just mistaken. And what ended up being the case was fairly quickly after the flood, the responders fled to the Morgantown airport, and the cutthroats completely took over the Capitol building area, but specifically took the courthouse and used it to create mock trials with which they executed the responders for crimes against the raiders. So anyway, though, I think that pretty much covers the changes that have been made to the Charleston Capitol building. This has been the Resident Cartographer. If you want to see more videos in this series, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications as to when those videos become available, hit the notification button. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you have any comments or questions, leave them for me and I'll try to get back to you. And I hope to see everybody again next time. Thanks for watching.